Welcome back to Betrayer. Sounds like we're headed that way now. Should I go back to the eastern path or should I walk from here? We'll go to the eastern path. It's probably going to be south. It's not really, it's more of a southwest. Up there. Get up there. I see you. Ah, another totem. No, it's not a totem. Stuck on a tree there. Just the two. Oh, the gravesite. Was your head taken from you? So it was. I shall seek to return it to you. Sounds like Fort Hope. We'll go to cabins just so I can triangulate. Yeah, sounds more like Fort Hope than anything else. Yep. Alright, what wondrous tales of despair do you give us today? My sister Catherine hasn't returned. Where did you last see her? I remember striking her. She was in tears. She ran out of the house. I was seething with anger, though I don't remember why. Who are you? Lewis Archer. I found the shawl near the remains of a woman not far from here. I remember staring down at her, wondering how it had come to this, wondering what I had done. Did you beat her to death? You remember the shirt? I remember Jeffrey Hunt writhing on the ground, moaning in agony. I could see he was dying, but I stayed with him until the end. Really? Alright, well, if the spirit of the game continues, I'm gonna guess that Jeffrey was with your sister Catherine. You didn't like it, so you beat them both to death. Let's see if I'm right. I must apologize to Lewis. I must tell him I'm sorry for making him angry. Is this your wool shawl? It must be Catherine Archer. Yes. What happened to you? I couldn't breathe. Hands were choking me. I tried to pull them away, but they were too strong. I grabbed his finger and twisted as hard as I could. His voice cried out, savage and guttural, and his grip loosened. I clambered away and ran. I realized I was holding his ring. It must have come off in my hand. Back to the settlement. What have you got to say about it? Do you recognize this gold ring? It is mine. I told Catherine she must stay away from Jeffrey Hunt. She said she would not. I remember yelling at her then, but still she argued, so I struck her. She was in tears. She ran out of the house. I was seething with anger. No, wrong way. Okay, sounds like it's coming over here. Wasn't the bloody shirt over here? Oh no, the bloody shirt was here, wasn't it? Was it? Yeah, it was. Who are you? Found a stone knife. Dried blood is caked on the blade. Up here. Yep. It is where I need to be. you recognize this stone knife? I remember now. I remember staring down at Catherine, wondering how it had come to this, wondering what I had done, or what I had failed to do. I saw that she was clutching my gold ring, the one Jeffrey Hunt had taken from me when I told him never to hurt her again. He seized my arm and pulled the ring off, saying next time I threatened him it would cost me more than a trinket. I remember him writhing on the ground, moaning in agony. I could see he was dying, but I stayed with him till the end to make sure. I left this nice knife in the wound so it would be thought the Indians had killed him and I would not have to answer for his death. So you did kill him. And choked her to death. Well, actually no, there was a rock next to her, so you beat her to death after choking her, and then him you stabbed to death and made everybody else think that it was the natives. Hey Red, how you doing? More loveliness. This is a wondrous land you have here, filled with beauty and despair. We often passed through this area, but rarely stayed long. Those who lived here seemed to have little use for the rest of us. They were eager to be away from the larger settlements, even knowing there were no walls or soldiers to defend them. I've learned a fate. Lewis Atchard killed the man who killed his sister. Ah. Okay, so he didn't kill both of them. Then he made himself a murderer to avenge a murder. He prized his desire for vengeance above his neighbor's desire for order and justice. And here's a gift for you. Ooh, cameo pendant. Cameo is missing. Let me see here. Let's go for... She seems to be more practical, so let's go with bartered. I do not like the idea of trading away someone's jewelry, but it can be of little value its owner. It can be of little value to its owner now. Alright, gold ring. Y. Fair price in England. Little interest in its worth in England, for I am not in England. Hairpin. Let me see. Unkempt hair or practical value? Practical value. Then though I already have one, I shall keep it in case I lose mine. Alright, then... Yep, we're basically done here, it looks like. That one was actually a lot faster than the last ones. A little more difficult with all the damn Spaniards. We didn't see any natives, though. Had more of those exploding things, but... Let's head to Fort Hope. Alright, here we are. Just arrived in Fort Hope. The road still continues to the west, which is the direction the natives said don't go. It says there's something directly ahead of us, too. And it sounds like where we're supposed to go is the port as well. Cool. Who saw me? Oh, native. That didn't hit? That one did. Should... Oh, there it is. It's a chest. Just with coins. Don't run away from me. Alright, back to that box. Alright, so... Last one had nothing but Spaniards. Oh, hi. Freaky ass thing. Make me jump. That was rude. Jackass. No, I got him. I think I prefer the natives to the Spaniards. They're a little easier to kill. Get them down to one shot on my musket. Today I heard a story about a vain woman who fancied herself beautiful above all women. She coveted jewelry and trinkets to make herself more desirable when she preened and posed. Many young men wooed her, but she was only interested in the affections of the strongest, most prosperous suitors. One day she overheard a group of old crones talking about 3 brothers who lived alone in the deep forest. They were fearless hunters and mighty warriors and said to be handsome above all men. The woman demanded to know where she might find these brothers, but the crones told her she should stay far away from them, for they were as cruel and vicious as they were cunning and capable. But she insisted on knowing and was quickly on her way to find the brothers. She was still walking when darkness fell, but soon she saw a fire ahead and made her way to it. Sure enough, around it sat 3 of the finest men she had ever beheld. She walked forward into the firelight to announce herself, but the brothers fell upon her at once, ravishing her like the beasts they were, so that her screams carried through the forest. She awoke early the following morning in terrible pain, bloody and bruised and stripped of pride. The brothers lay sprawled upon the grass in deep and carefree slumber, so she took up an axe and hacked off their heads one by one. She returned to the crones who had told her of the brothers and hacked them to death, then wandered through the village hacking apart everyone she met until finally several hunters managed to drag her down. So powerful was her anger that they could barely restrain her, so one of them grabbed up the axe and struck off her head. Still she seethed and raged with such ferocity there was no choice but to cut off her limbs, but still the parts of her writhed with murderous intent. Finally, they dug a great hole. Inside the hole they built a great fire. They cast all the pieces of her into the flames, but when they saw that they wouldn't burn, they covered over the hole with soil and heavy stones and placed powerful charms in a circle around it to warn all who passed near. It is said that if you go to where she lies, you could feel the earth tremble with rage. Such lovely stories here. And this actually seems a good point, we've got the water barrel here, to end this episode. So thank you for watching.